Hello everyone, welcome to the channel. I hope you are having a great day. Today's story includes relationship problems, manipulation, gaslighting, family issues, favoritism between siblings and toxic people. Let's start. Am I the idiot for saying yes to my boyfriend's public proposal and then turning him down in private? By nearby package 8535. So, my 26 female boyfriend, 28 male, and I have been dating for about 3 years. Things have been good, but I've been clear that I'm not ready for marriage just yet. I've told him I need more time to feel comfortable with such a big step. Well, a few weeks ago, we went to a big party hosted by his family. For his dad's 60th, I noticed that he was acting a little nervous, but didn't think much of it. Then, during the event, he got everyone's attention, got down on one knee, and proposed to me in front of all his friends and family. I was completely caught off guard and panicked. Now, I've heard stories about how rejecting someone in public can humiliate them, and I really didn't want to do that to him, especially in front of everyone he cares about. So, I said yes, in the moment. Everyone cheered, and he looked so happy. I felt horrible for misleading him, but I didn't know what else to do. After the party, on the car ride home, I told him privately and explained that while I love him, I'm not ready to get married yet, and that I only said yes to avoid embarrassing him in front of everyone. I thought being honest in private was the best thing to do. He got really upset and said I'd humiliated him even more, because now he has to go back and tell everyone that we're not actually engaged. He said I should have just said no at the party if that's how I felt. I feel terrible that I've hurt him and put him in this position, but I also feel like he put me on the spot, in front of everyone, without considering my feelings. We've yet to tell his family or anyone, and they keep calling and texting to give their congrats, which is upsetting him even more, and I'm seeing videos that his friends posted online, of him getting on one knee, so it's pretty public now. So, am I the idiot? Should I have just said no in public, or was I right to spare him the embarrassment in the moment? OP also tell us. I do want to get married eventually, but I just don't think now's the right time, that's all. Why couldn't you just be engaged until you were actually ready? In my family, people usually get married within a year of engagement, if not less. I know I don't have to follow that, but there will definitely be pressure to do so, and I guess in my head I thought it would be better to announce being engaged when we actually have solid plans for a wedding. If you see him as a future husband, then I'd recommend just having a long engagement instead of ending the engagement. If, however, you don't see yourself marrying him at all, then call it quits now. I guess you're right, I didn't want to admit it, 'cause I love him, but there are a few internal reasons why I hesitate to marry him. First, my parents do not really approve him, and I know I'm a grown woman, I shouldn't care what they think, blah blah. And to be honest, they've sorta come round to him, but marriage is a big step and I don't want to hear the whole, I don't want to see you make a decision you're gonna regret, talk. Also, I'm only admitting this because this is anonymous, but I kinda want him to get his life together just a little bit before we get married. He doesn't have a stable job yet and I don't want to be that naggy girlfriend, but I just want us to be financially stable before we tie the knot and possibly bring kids into the world. We could survive with my salary as a vet, but maybe it's selfish of me, but I would like to see him contribute a bit more to the pot as well, so it doesn't feel like my money, but more our money. I don't know, maybe that's my own problem though. He's never really indicated he wants marriage right now either, though that's why I'm confused. He's still looking for a stable job. I do want to get married, but it feels like such a big step that I'm not sure we are ready for just yet. But I don't know, maybe love is meant to be a leap of faith and I'm just overthinking it. You do realize your relationship is now over, right? I don't think our relationship is over, he's not that insecure. Are you sure? Why are you with him then? What's the difference between committed relationship and long-term engagement? An engagement is a much bigger commitment than a long-term relationship. I want to make sure he is ready, and I mean actually ready to be married. How is he going to help pay for a wedding if he doesn't even have steady employment? Where did he get money for a ring? His parents are very wealthy, and mine are also comfortable, so I'm not super stressed about wedding planning. I guess it's more so the principle of it. I want us to feel like a team in all aspects, including finance. Well, not the idiot OP, you had already told him that you weren't ready to get married, but he didn't listen to you, or worse, he listened but decided to ignore your wishes anyway. He's the idiot here, not you. This would be a completely different story if you guys were talking about getting engaged, but like you said, it wasn't the case. He knew you didn't want to get married, and the way he proposed makes things even worse. He ambushed you. He intentionally put you in a situation where he knew it would be difficult for you to say no to his proposal, even if you didn't want to. He tricked you, and ended up using his father's birthday for it. Yeah, he's not the most thoughtful person, is he? So no, you are not the idiot for changing your mind. Also, I still think he's an idiot, but you're the one who has to decide if you want to continue with him, whether as a boyfriend, fiancé, or whatever, but I advise you to decide soon, and tell people as soon as possible. One thing is for sure, the longer you take to decide, the harder it will be. Good luck OP. And what do you guys think of this situation? What do you think OP should do? Have you ever experienced or know someone who has been through a similar situation? Don't forget to leave your thoughts down below. Now let's read what the comments say. Not the idiot, he asked you publicly when you'd been clear that you're not ready for marriage yet. You were nice by not embarrassing him. Not the idiot, not a close question, he should know before he does something like that. And honestly, I think he was trying to manipulate you, it didn't work. Not the idiot, the only time it is okay to do a public proposal is if you know that's the kind of proposal your future spouse wants. He proposed to you in front of his family, knowing you weren't ready. That's unfair and cruel. Not the idiot, also he hijacked his father's birthday and made it about him and you, not cool. Not the idiot, I understand wanting to be married eventually, but are you sure you want to be married to this guy? He put you on the spot and now he's being an ass because of the situation that he created. I'd tell him the nope is now permanent, and go find someone who isn't such a tool. And what about you guys? Do you agree with the comments? What else would you advise to OP? Don't forget to leave your comments down below. Oh, and I hope you are enjoying the video so far. If so, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the notifications to know when a new video is out. Now let's go to the next story. Am I the idiot for telling my sister the real reason why my parents haven't come to see my newborn son? Me, 26, male, and my boyfriend, 26, male, had a baby less than a couple weeks ago. My boyfriend is trans, born female then transitioned to male, but I knew him for years before he came out. And I was in love with him all those years. He was too. That didn't change after he came out, but it was a lot to mentally process for me. We had a drunk one-night stand and he found out he got pregnant. We're together as a couple raising our son. My family knows everything about this, but they are huge transphobes. Before we got together they had lots of negative opinions when he started making changes. It bothered me so much. Then when I told them we were having a baby they lost their shit. A few months ago they seemed like they came around until they said maybe motherhood will change her mind, and yeah, I didn't want that shit around us. We had a fight. I told them they're not allowed around our baby until they accept my boyfriend and keep their shit to themselves. They haven't contacted me at all even after my son was born, so they told me they don't want to come around. My sister doesn't know about our fight. She was really excited to become an aunt, so a few days ago she came to meet him. When we were talking she said, "How come our parents haven't come and I let her?" They told her that I supposedly wasn't letting anyone meet the baby for a few months because my boyfriend said so, but I told her no. It pissed me off that they tried to put the blame on him, so I told her everything. And she was, of course, mad. She even called them outside to yell at them. The thing is my sister is like their golden child. They care way more about her and will do anything to be around. Like when she moved for college a few hours away they moved too. Everything is for her. So she was so mad, she stopped talking to them and now they're mad because my sister is pulling away from them for how they're being with us. The reason they think I'm the idiot and why I'm wondering if I am is because it was a separate issue between me and them and didn't involve her at all. But now she's involved and doesn't want anything to do with them, which they're super devastated about. I don't know if I made the right move telling her why. I'm very mad at them so too, then it comes off as petty telling her knowing how she would react. Am I the idiot? No, OP, you are not the problem here. Your parents don't accept you and your boyfriend, and the family you've built, it's that simple. Unfortunately, they want him to be someone he is not, and want to impose their wishes/beliefs on your new family. And you're not the a-hole either for telling your sister the truth. She wanted to know what happened and she wants to be part of your life and that of your son. Her reaction is a reflection of their attitudes. It wasn't your fault. And kudos to your sister for sticking with you. And what do you think about this situation? What would you do if you were OP? Now let's read what the comments say, before going to the update. Not the idiot. You are so not the villain in this story. Sadly, it was the people whose DNA you carry. Your sister finally had the rug pulled from under her to see the truth at how manipulative your parents are in blaming you boyfriend, after you've become parents, then admitting how they messed up because of their judgments, by the misgendering and I can imagine dead naming too. And do you want that level to toxicity in your family? Also, I give respect for your sister, maybe the golden child, but she's also a cool sister and aunt. So many of the Goldies have entitlement complexes, but she seems chill and know what's important. And what's important is you, your boyfriend and your new baby, and congrats by the way. Not the idiot, your sister involved themselves when they asked the question. You told the truth, it just so happens that the truth damaged your parents' lives. Once your sister found out about being lied to, they were angry. Maybe they delayed meeting their new niece/nephew based on this lie. Maybe the anger is because your parents hurt them with the lie. It wasn't just between you and your parents also lied to your sister, and made them part of it. Not the idiot, of course it involves her and she deserved to be told the truth. Your parents should be ashamed of themselves. Not the idiot, glad your sister is sticking up for you. Your parents are the idiots here and you don't need those around you, your boyfriend or son. Congrats on the baby. Not the idiot. You told your sister the truth. Your parents are enormous a-holes and, like so many other bigots, want to be able to compartmentalize their hatred and suffer no consequences from it. Well, guess what, you transphobic, homophobic a-holes, enjoy the consequences of your actions. I'm so glad you and your boyfriend's child have such a lovely auntie. And what about you guys? Do you agree with the comments? What else would you advise to OP? Don't forget to leave your comments down below. Now let's go to the update. Update, am I the idiot for telling my sister the real reason why my parents haven't come to see my newborn son? I know it's been a while since posting this, but wanted to leave a happy update. Well, bittersweet, but more sweet than bitter, haha. Thank you for the support on my other post. It sucked at first feeling like it was me that ruined the relationship my sister had with our parents. To ease some of the stuff I was feeling, her and I talked. As much as my parents' transphobia pissed me off, I honestly didn't want her to feel like she had to pick sides. She didn't even let me finish talking about how if she wanted to keep a relationship with them some point down the line, even if it doesn't include me or my son, she's free to do that. All she had to say about that was hell no. And that they're not true family if they can't get past their BS for my sake or their grandkids, and she was so disgusted with them. My sister was really cool letting me know this is all on them 100%. It helped to have that reassurance, so I'm glad we were able to talk it out. She had her own thing about feeling sad about the whole situation, so for a while she was coming over a lot to watch my son while me and his daddy had some alone time. She basically pushed us out of our own place because she wanted auntie/nephew bonding time. My parents are blocked everywhere. We haven't heard from them in over a month. She's done trying to reason with them, so neither of us have any communication. Of course, that brought the wrath of the rest of our family, but once they heard why, they backed off a bit too. Aside from that drama, we are happy. My son's got an auntie that loves him so much. Also, my boyfriend and I, or should say husband, got married last weekend. A small courthouse ceremony, but it was still just as exciting and wonderful. My sister was there for support. Then we celebrated at my husband's family's house with our son. Not gonna lie, there was a moment where my thoughts were on my parents, but then I reminded myself that they're the ones actually missing out. My sister being there as my support and reminding me every time that this was all their own fault helps me not feel too sad about it. My family's what's important in the end. I'm sorry about your parents, but congrats on your marriage. I hope you are very happy. And what do you think about the attitudes of OP and his family? What else would you advise to OP? Don't forget to leave your comments down below. And that's it for today, everyone. I hope you enjoyed it. Until next time.